I'm not trying to be confusing. I'm just confused.
Yeah, that's what
Because
I'm saying. But you confused yourself.
No, Spanish is confusing me. Yes.
It's upset.
Wait.
Disgusted in English is repugnado.
Stop talking for a second.
How dare you?
I need a moment. It's official. I'm saying it now, and I don't want any complaints. I feel Spanish was made just to trick Americans. I believe that you guys made it difficult for us to learn Spanish intentionally.
I don't know if intentionally, but Spanish is definitely a hard language to learn.
We already know it's a hard language. But I feel like you've done things in Spanish to make it very hard, because there are times when I'm talking to you and I'm using words or whatever. And you know what? As much as I'm very angry about this, I can understand why, because Americans have been very disrespectful with Spanish. Because we always felt that if we just put an O...
If only was a Spanish that you're disrespectful with.
Or so that if we just put an O or A to something, it's Spanish.
Oh, yes.
And does that make y'all upset? Or
it sounds ridiculous to me.
Because...
Like when fregona, you guys call it mop.
Yeah, it's a mop.
So I hear people saying, oh, la mopa.
La mopa.
¿Qué mopa? ¿Qué mopa? Por Dios.
No, and then we'll be very condescending when we say something to someone.
Are you forgetting English?
A little bit. But no, oh, you know speaker in the English?
Ingleso?
Ingleso. Don't speak English? And so that's how rude we can be. But...
You guys are older kind of breed.
No. And but on top of that, when I think about it in Spanish, you change words intentionally, like words that we're accustomed to, like what is it? Embarrassing? How do you say embarrassing in Spanish?
Embarrassing?
Yeah.
Vergonzoso.
Is it embarrassing or is it pregnant? I think it's pregnant.
Embarazada.
Come on now. Embarazada. That doesn't sound anything close to pregnant, but it sounds very close to embarrassing.
Okay, but you're here giving así por sentado de que English was before Spanish. What makes you think that the reason is that we're changing English word into Spanish? What if it was the other way around? What if whoever invented English heard Spanish first, that comes from Roman times and the Greeks and everything, and then they said, oh, I like this word, but I don't like what it means there. I'm going to give it my own meaning. What if it was the other way around?
What was the other way around? Like FXTV Wonder? What is it? But what other word you've given me from that damn video?
That was...
So what I'm trying to say is you've been changing words in Spanish, okay? So we don't make a movie about words we've taken from Spanish and put in English.
No, because you're disrespectful.
No, because we don't have it. We don't have it. We just say things badly. We don't have it.
Okay, so we do have the example of embarazada, which means pregnant, versus embarrassed, that means vergonzoso.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, like shameful. Mm-hmm. Then we also have, this is like, because I work with a lot of Latino people in New York, right? I had a lot of workers, and they used to say, ay, no pises la carpeta. And that would drive me crazy.
No, don't pee on the carpet? What?
No, like, don't step on the carpet.
Ah.
But carpeta for us is folder.
Carpeta is folder?
Yeah.
But it's carpet.
No, eso es alfombra.
Alfombra is carpet in español.
Sí.
Pero carpeta sounds more like carpet.
No, carpeta is a folder.
But that doesn't make any sense. You see what I mean? Carpeta is a folder.
But the thing is that the Spanish-speaking people that live in the U.S. do say carpeta.
No, my problem is I'm losing my mind.
What?
I was about to say, so how do you say folder in Spanish?
Carpeta. Okay, one of my favorites is that when English speaker people, not only American, but English speaker make mistakes is with the word constipado.
Isn't that like constipated?
No, constipado is to have the flu. Constipado is more than a gripe. Gripe, so wait. Constipado. Cold, flu.
What? Where did you go?
Constipado means to have the flu.
Flu. So what is it? Oh, how do you say constipated then?
Estreñido. O estreñida.
How do you say sneeze?
Estornudar.
Estornudar. Estreñida.
Estreñida.
Estreñida?
Ñi. With the ñ.
That sounds a little too close. And how do you say stressful again?
Estresada. Well, porque te estresas cuando estás estreñida. Es normal.
It's not normal.
Okay.
Being constipated is not sneezing or stressful or cold. You're just constipated
Why?
because it's close to it,
To what?
to the word. Why?
It's not even like do you
Why
have
make the
any
word
organ
constipado?
down here that
You-
says constipado? No,
No.
constipated.
So-
No, why constipated is the stomach and the poopy? No, constipado. Constipado.
What organ in here is called constipated?
Cons.
Con nariz.
Con la
boca?
nariz.
No. Con.
Realizar.
Do you see what I mean, though? Ow.
Sorry.
Do you see what I mean? The words are so close. Like, this is intentional. I feel it's intentional.
Because you think that we copy your words.
No. You don't copy them. You switch them around. It's not that you copy
We don't
them.
switch
If
them.
you copy them,
Our
that'd be
words
fine.
have existed for centuries
I
before
have-
your country existed.
We had this argument about these words, and so I had to look these words up. I'm like, watch, go see how many words you got that make no sense because it could be used in English, and it's not.
Realizar.
I bet you really thought. I thought they would be realized. I forgot what it is.
Because realize is to darse cuenta, to like, oh, that's blah, blah, blah. Realizar for us is to complete something. Realizar is to do it.
So is realize.
Darse cuenta.
In a sense, we use realize to say it's completed. Like I realized my.
Yeah, but no, realize is like, oh, I finally understood. I got it. But realizar is when you realize a chore here. No realize, when you complete a chore here.
But you just realized it.
Sí, porque me estás confundiendo. Que te gusta.
Exactly.
Como el
Muy
verbo,
confundida.
like in the verbs video that you make me say solar instead of soler. When I was doing the subtitles, I'm like, why am I saying solar? Solar, no, soler. Anda que te gusta liarme. Éxito.
See, this is what Spanish does. It builds you up. And when you think you have a grasp on it, you don't.
So drink.
So drink. So I know it's not exit. What does éxito mean?
Success. Éxito es success. Que tengas éxito. Have success. Be successful.
Does that feel like that should be the word for success?
Yeah. Yeah.
It does.
Éxito. You're an idiot.
It sounds like you tell someone to get out in a nice way. Éxito.
You're an idiot. To go in a nice way. Éxito.
Instead of saying
Éxito this way.
instead of saying, get out or, fuck off, éxito. Like, you don't have to stay here, but you have to éxito.
I can actually see people saying that in the US. Okay, this one. Disgustado.
It's not disgusting, right?
No.
Of course it's not.
So disgusted is to be, the word would be like repugnado. Like
Repugnado.
when you don't like something, right?
To be, but say a word. again?
Disgusted is
Yeah.
to be repugnado. Like,
That sounds like you, and I bet you it's not the word. With the Spanish word you said repugnado. That's very-
repugnado.
It sounds like repulsive.
Yeah. Because when you're disgusted, you're repulsive.
But I don't know if that word translates. This might be another word.
It might be another word.
I'm curious.
But
now.
disgustado is like enfadado, like upset. I'm upset. Estoy disgustado. Estoy disgustado contigo.
You can't be upset and disgusted.
No, for us, disgustado is upset. It's not that you can be both.
Stop. What is enfadado then?
It's a synonym of disgustado. We use enfadado more, but disgustado exists. And it's not disgusted. This is where your brain is doing the...
So what is disgusted?
Repugnado.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And it's also upset?
No, disgustado is upset. In Spanish, disgustado
Yes.
is upset.
Wait,
Disgusted in English is repugnado.
stop talking for a second.
How dare you?
I need a moment. Okay, let's walk this one back a little bit. I didn't know you said a
I
second.
think your brain overloaded. Okay.
I didn't hear you say a second D word. I thought it was the same D word. I did.
Que di.
Discounted something. Wait a minute. Okay, let's throw enfadado out the window, right?
You don't want to review it?
I don't. That word is upset. It's angry, right? It's upset,
Sí.
angry. Cool. What did you just say?
What part?
Just give me the first D word, disgusted.
Disgusted
Uh-huh.
means repugnado.
Okay. Repugnado is disgusted. That was just a word that I thought was the other word, right? Disgusted, I thought was
Repugnado.
No, not repugnado. What's the D word that you said?
Disgustado.
Disgustado.
Sí.
That is not disgusted.
No.
So we can move that aside. So disgustado is
To be angry, to be upset.
to be
Enfadado.
to be angry, to be upset. Okay. I'm back, y'all. I'm good now.
He's back on earth.
I think so.
Pretender.
Not to pretend, is it?
No.
Please tell me what it is.
So to pretend in English is to fake it, right? To fingir.
Yeah.
To
You
like
pretend,
you
you
pretend
fake.
to be somebody else.
Right.
Like I pretend to speak French.
Mm-hmm.
Pretender for us is to try, to intend to do something.
Well, I mean, that kind of is close to what pretend is.
No,
like,
but you're not faking it. You're just trying. You're giving it a try.
well, you're trying to fake it.
No, but you're not faking it. Damn it.
So it's just to try. Then
to
what?
intend, to have the intent to do something. Yo pretendo, tú pretendes aprender español este año. You have the intent to learn Spanish
So,
this
¿qué es
year.
diferencia que intento y probar?
Probar is to try. Intent is to have the intent. That I have the willing to do it. You might do it or not, but you have the
Y
intent.
pretend?
To pretend is to fake it.
You just said pretender. You just said
Pretender is to intend.
what?
Why are you making this such a big deal? You're like confusing yourself.
Pretender
Is to intend.
to intent. Intento es a diferente palabra que eso es diferente que pretender.
Intent. Have the intent to. Intentar is to try.
So intentar.
Pretender is to have the intent of.
You just said pretender is to try.
No, pretender is to intend. To have the intent to do something. Yeah, to try something, but it's not necessarily, oh, I'm going to try this wine. I'm going to pretender este wine. No. Pretender is I have the intent to do something. Yo pretendo aprender vasco, euskera este año.
So I intend to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So intento is not intend. Intenter, I mean, it's not intend.
No, intentar is to try.
Intentar is to try, even though it sounds like intent.
But that wasn't part of the list, so you're giving another word.
I'm giving another word because this is why it gets confusing. Okay. Okay.
This is amazing.
Let me backtrack real quick. So pretender is the
means
intent.
to intend to do something.
Okay. But you also
For
said
you is to fake it.
right. And if pretender can also be try or no?
It could be, yes, one of the acepciones to try, but not with the probar, not that, like intent, like you have the intent to do something. No, you don't. I have the intent to try wines,
Okay.
but I don't intend wines. Make sense?
It makes sense. So pretender is the intent. Intento, intentar is
Intentar.
is to try. Probar is also to try, but a different kind of try. Am I right?
Yes. Last word, because I think that your brain is already losing the fuse.
Please continue. Go ahead. What's the last word?
Asistir.
It's obviously not to assist.
No,
So
because to assist is to help, right?
Yeah.
To be there for somebody, to assist in something. For us, asistir is to be present, to attend. Like, yo asisto al concierto.
So asistir is like just to show up in a sense, like
Yeah, to be present, to be there.
Does this also mean like to be present, like a conversation, or like be present physically?
Be present physically.
So if I want to say that someone like you're present in like a ghost, how we say, oh, they're still with you, they're here with you now. Would I use assistant?
¿Están todavía contigo? No. No.
I need to know the limits. You have five. You have
You
two.
know, I already told you there is no limits and there is no why all
No,
the
there
time.
is a limit.
Just learn
There is
this
a
and
limit.
move on.
There is a limit. When you have words, it's like to throw, echar, and then you have tirar to also throw, but also pull a door open. There is no limit to the madness, but you have a limit to where this word is used for. So I want to make sure I know how far assisted goes. How much am I
As it
present
is
for?
to attend an event, to be present in a place.
A ghost can be present.
No, they cannot because they don't have carne y huesos.
So they can't. So it's not present as in just being present.
It's not the presence of the other lives and dimensions. It's to be present as a carne y hueso, like your body's there. My body's going to move to that place, so it's going to be there. You crazy? You just want to drive me crazy. That's what you're trying to do. And then I confuse things like soler and solar.
No, that's Spanish confusing you.
Ya, no. Spanish y yo nos llevamos muy bien. Tú, no lo sé.
I think this conversation has proved my point about why I feel the way I do about Spanish.
No, because you confuse things. Le das tantas vueltas al asunto que confundes hasta el viento.
I'm not trying to be confusing. I'm just confused.
Yeah, that's what
Because
I'm saying,
you
but
have
you
so-
confused yourself.
No, Spanish is confusing me.
Because you ask too many questions.